Listen, I'm so excited. Welcome to the Convo with Dr. Nikki ZEIGLER. I am on tour. I have some amazing people coming in to help me celebrate this virtual book tour. Listen, in the next 2 weeks, I'll be interviewing all kind of amazing people that have decided to tell their story, decide to stand on their truth, decide to be uplifted. They got amazing books in store for you. Go ahead, like, share, and tag. Like, share, and tag. Like, share, and tag. And let me know, hey, Dr. Nikki, I see you, girl. I see you on. Go ahead and like, share, tag. Let me know what city you are watching from. Hey, Dr. Nikki, I'm in LA. I'm in New York. I'm in all top. Let us know exactly who you are, because in this season, we got to be able not only to show up for ourselves, but be a light for others. Be a light for others. So I'm excited. Today's Monday. Happy Monday for those who are watching this live, or even if you're doing a replay, go ahead and hashtag replay. Hey, Dr. Nikki, I'm on. I'm excited to see who you have up next. This is going to kick off our virtual book tour. So if you are an author, I am looking for you. If you are a speaker, I am looking for you. Listen, hey, I see somebody from Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Hey, good to see you. Dr. Nikki's on, and I got some amazing people in the next 2 weeks that's going to blow your mind. Go ahead and let me know. Hey, Dr. Nikki, I see you, Dr. Nikki. Let me know that you're on the Convo with Dr. Nikki ZEIGLER. Listen, it's about showing up in this season. It's about showing up in this season. It's about not only showing up, but being around people who's doing what you want to do. Being around people who believe in you. Being around people who can push you into the element of your life. I see another person from Decatur, Illinois is on. I see you too. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. Listen, we have some amazing authors from all over the world. We're going overseas. We're coming back down to Alabama. We got people from Chicago, Detroit, Michigan. We have people out in LA. We got people in Vegas. Listen, this tour is going to be life-changing. Let us know that you're on. Let us know that you're in what we're doing. And so let's go ahead and get into it. I have this amazing author that's coming up. Her first time, I think, either her first time. We're going to see if it's her first time going on our show. We're going to see. But let me go ahead and get her in. Welcome, Queen, to the live. Welcome, Queen, to
Dr. Nikki.
What we putting down. Hey,
Yes.
good to see you.
Thank you. Actually, it's my first time on.
It's your first time. Okay.
Yes.
So Queen Barbara, tell the people who you are and where you're from.
Absolutely. I'm from Maryland. If you know anything about Maryland, I'm right outside Fort Meade military base in a city called Odenton, Maryland.
Okay.
So I love it here in Maryland, born and raised in Maryland. I am an entrepreneur at heart. I'm the president and CEO of Kingdom Care Incorporated, which is a nonprofit organization located here in Maryland. I employ 21 people that I'm proud of. I'm excited for how my nonprofit is flourishing. We just celebrated 9 years for our nonprofit. I also own a child care center. It's a nationally accredited child care center where I serve children in our community. And my baby, of course, is my program that serves teen mothers. I have about 15 teen mothers that come to my family support center and they get their high school diploma and not their GED. So I'm excited about that. Of course, I'm a coach. I do a lot of business coaching for small businesses in our neighborhood. I also do some grant writing master classes. That's my specialty. I'm the author of 3 books that I know we'll talk about probably a little later. I pastor with my husband, a church called Kingdom Celebration Center, which is located right here in Odenton, Maryland. So I'm a pastor's wife. And most importantly, I'm a mother of 2. One of my sons is deceased, but my youngest baby is married, and he has 5 beautiful children that he's blessed me with, grandchildren. And I've been married for about 30 years. So that's a little bit about me.
Wow. You got a lot of things cooking. You got a lot of things cooking. Man, listen, I'm excited to have you on this book tour. So my question to you, what made you decide to be an author? What was that yes moment?
When my son passed away. I have my
Okay.
son, I have a 19-year-old son that committed suicide, and I never told the story. So a lot of people was wondering how I got through that. And so about 5 years after his death, I wrote my first book, which is called No Regrets. And
Mhm.
most people probably think that's an odd title, but for me, I believe that all things work together for the good. I didn't know
Mhm.
my strength. I didn't know my worth. I didn't know my relationship with Christ until I went through that horrible, horrible experience with my son's death. So that's how I got my first book called No Regrets.
So let's talk about the other books that you have.
Yes.
What made you write the other books?
So the other books, the great thing about God is, Dr. Nikki, is I get up early in the mornings, and sometimes when I'm praying, I'll start just taking in my notes on my phone prayers for other people. And I will send those prayers to people, and they would just respond to me like, oh my gosh, that's the word I really needed for today. So I wrote a book of prayers. It's called Trust Your Journey Through Prayer. And it's a book of prayers that I pray for other people. And then I'll have a separate page on there with those prayers where you can journal what you're experiencing or what you're hearing from those prayers that you're reading. I can't hear you, Dr. Nikki. I think you're on mute.
I am on mute. She don't mute me up. She don't mute me. But anyway, don't mute me. So anyway, I'm excited about what you're doing in this season. So tell us about so how many books do you have?
I have two that I've written myself. I have another book
Okay.
that I'm an author in with about 15 other pastors' wives. There's a book called Travailing Women, the Untold Story of a Pastor's Wife. So I wrote a chapter in that book, but I'm working on 3 other books myself related to business. I'm writing 3 other books that'll be out in December, with some of the questions, the successes and pitfalls of a nonprofit when you go into business for yourself. So I'm writing 3 other books that'll be out in December.
Wow. So you've done some anthologies, and I got 3 other books coming out. And so we're super duper excited. In fact, I have a couple anthologies coming out. We have an anthology called 90 Days of Affirmations for Christian Women in Business and Ministry. So for those, we do have a couple of slots available for those who want to write with that. And then I have a new book that's coming out next year called I Am an Overcomer Woman 2.0. And you're able to get a chapter in that anthology to tell how you have overcame some serious obstacles.
Wow.
So we always want to keep plugging the Herpreneur Network, guys. Don't forget why we got Queen Barbara on here. The Strong Her Retreat is coming up. It's going to be September the 14th through the 17th in Destin, Florida. It will be our keynote speaker, Jacqueline Carr, Dr. Connie Stewart, Sylvester Poole, and Dr. Tammy McCurry. That's going to be in Destin, Florida in September. And then we have another event that's coming up. It's going to be January the 14th. It's going to be the Pink Fire brunch. Is going to be in Dallas, Texas. So we'll be coming to Dallas, Texas soon. And guys, the Her Awards is coming up. You need to get yourself nominated to receive an award. That's going to be in Atlanta, December the 2nd. So if you have not solicited for the Her Awards, go ahead and do that. I want to get a shout out to Tiara Turner. I see she's here. That's our event manager with the Herpreneur Network. We're just excited about all things her, Queen Barbara. We believe in loving on our women in business. We're excited about the women in business. I'm just happy to have you on our show. Now, my question to you today: what will you tell an inspired author? What will you say to an inspired author who wants to write a book? I'm gonna let you speak right now.
I would say write your thoughts down. Don't try to be so methodical that you have to sit down and say, I have to write every chapter today. I would say as you're going about your day and you get some thoughts, jot them down. If you get some chapters, I started off by just writing the titles of my chapters for my book. Before I even started writing anything, I had the chapters. And then I would go back and write some notes. And those notes helped me to organize my thoughts enough to know that this note would go in this chapter. So I would start off there. Don't overwhelm yourself. That's the first thing. Don't let it be so overwhelming and taxing on your mind. Just sit down and write your thoughts out. Journal them. Write them down and just put them somewhere and just go back to them from time to time, and that'll get you started. You on mute again, Dr. Nikki.
Those are some good nuggets. I would say this as well as a publisher, because I publish books. As a publisher, when people say, okay, well, how do I start? Just start. Just
Yeah.
do it. You know, how you
Yeah.
said, do it scared, do it scared,
Do
do
it.
it unapologetically, do it because you want to make sure you're getting the attention of people who wants to hear your story. Everybody has a story. Everybody has a story, so you got to make sure whatever you're doing in this position that you do it scared, do it unapologetically. Don't let no one stop you from telling your story. It's time to tell your story. So when God gave me the vision of the tour, this is my third year doing this book tour. I do it every fall, every winter, every spring, because it's so many people like a Barbara Palmer who have experience, and she been through some things, and she's able to relate to you on different levels. So God is using her as her ministry in writing books. This is a ministry, guys. You know, this
Yes.
is not only is this a ministry, this is you standing in your truth and you being unapologetically you by
Yeah.
telling your story. So I'm
Yeah.
excited to have you, Queen
Thank
Barbara. I'm so
you.
excited.
Thank
I
you.
know God has his hand on your life, and I know that your books are going to be an inspiration to so many people. So
Thank
tell us the names of the books and how much are the books, because a lot of my tour people come in here and they start buying your books. So we want you to make, leave here, leaving your information, because I know some people want to buy. So tell us
you.
more about how much are your books.
Sure. So my first book is called No Regrets, and I'll show you a copy of it here. You probably can't see it because of my screen, but it's called No Regrets. And that's just my story. I just feel like no matter what I've gone through in my life, I don't regret those things. I believe those were obstacles to get me to where I am today. So I don't look at those as regrets. I look at those as stumbling blocks to my success. And then my second book is Trust Your Journey, Prayer Journal.
Mm. So tell us about that prayer journal.
So the prayer journal is just my thoughts and prayers, some prayers that I have prayed in my intimate time with God. And it gives you a space to kind of write your own thoughts. So it could be prayers on healing, prayers on discouragement, prayers on anxiety, prayers on financial blessings, prayers on business success, praying for your business, praying that the spirit of fear is removed from your life so you can go out and do the things that you're called to do. Prayer for self-esteem. Sometimes we just don't want to feel important about ourselves. So prayers for your self-esteem, prayers for motivation, prayers for success. So I have all those in this book as well. So that would be a great addition to your collection to get Trust Your Journey prayer journal.
Mm-hmm. And so for those who ready to write, hey, Dr. Nikki, you and Miss Barbara have inspired me. I am ready to write my book. Go ahead and go in the chat, say, hey, Dr. Nikki, I'm ready to write. I am challenging you. Tell your story. Not only are you able to write, but you can join other anthologies. There's so many people doing anthologies around the world. So you don't have to put all that weight on you to put a whole book together. Maybe you could step into doing the anthology one chapter, and that chapter will have you start telling other stories that God has given you. You got to show up. You got to show up. So we're excited. I see Cher Love Davis is in there. Hey, girl. It's so good to see you, Melissa. And hey, girl, I got to bring you back on the show. She was an awesome guest on the show. Shout out to Miss Beatrice. I see she was in here. Hey, guys, go ahead and like, share, and tag the show. Good morning, Miss Beatrice. Good to see you guys. You listen. Hey, Queen Anne. I see Queen Anne is in here. Listen, this is a journey. We're excited about this book tour. If you're ready and you have already written, you're like, Dr. Nikki, I need to come on your show. Go ahead and say, hey, Dr. Nikki, send me the link. I want to join. The good thing about this show, we're in 15 countries. We're on Spotify. We're on Apple Pods. We're on Listening Notes. We're on Radio Public. We're on Google Podcasts. And so Miss Barbara gets the privilege of using this as a tool to get her name out there, because y'all know me as a branding coach. Visibility brings credibility that give you profitability. So we want to make sure we support our sister in her books. Now, give us the prices of your books so we can know what we're doing and what we're purchasing today.
Sure. So No Regrets is $15.
Okay.
And the prayer journal is $20.
Trust Your Journey. I love the name of the book. Trust Your Journey. Oh, God said all that ways. We have to learn how to trust him in the process.
Yes, yes.
We have to learn how to trust. Listen, I'm excited for you. I'm so excited for you, Queen Barbara. I'm so glad you decided to pop in and hang out with me for a couple of minutes to give you that visibility that you need. So tell them what's next for you. What's next for Barbara?
Oh my God. So what's next for me is I'm going to be probably having a conference sometime next year. I have a conference every year called No Regrets, where I
Okay.
bring women together and, just bring some dynamic and awesome speakers to encourage them to trust their journey, just to trust the process. We all, like you said, Dr. Nikki, we all have a process that we go through. So we have to be able to hook up together, link up as queens and sisters together and say, look, girl, you went through that. Hey, I went through something similar. Let me talk to you about what I went through. So I have a conference I do every year called No Regrets, and it's called Trust Your Journey. And I bring some dynamic women in, some dynamic speakers, and we just talk about life. We talk about where you are as a woman in life. And we encourage one another. We support one another, and we just lay it out on the table. Some days, Dr. Nikki, we're in tears. Other days we're laughing, but at least we're coming out of there empowered to do what we're called to do. So that's what's next for me. I didn't have it, since COVID. I dropped it for 2 years because of COVID. I wanted to wait.
It's time to pick it up.
Now it's time to pick it up and run with it, Dr. Nikki. I'm going to be doing that next year. It'll be probably in October. I normally do it around October, November of every year. So that's what's next.
Well, listen, plug. I am a speaker. We'll come and shut it down, Miss Barbara.
Oh, Dr. Nikki.
Shut it down. Yes. We come up in the drawers. Whenever one of us speak, we try to support one another and be there for one another. Yes, that's what it's all about. Collaboration, trumpet competition, and we believe in that. So, guys, listen, don't forget about her book. She have a plethora of books. Connect with her. She got so much happening. Go ahead and follow her on social media. Tell her what social media is you're on, Queen Barbara.
So I'm on Facebook as Barbara Palmer. I'm on Instagram as Lady B Palmer. And you can also find me on my website, which is talkingbusinesswithbarbara.com.
All right. Well, y'all have had it. Listen, this is my first guest for this new year of the virtual book tour. I'm so excited. Melissa say, so good. Thank you for sharing. She says she's a speaker and she's a published author as well. Y'all better plug.
Yes, come on, Melissa. Come on.
I'm always looking for speakers. In fact, I'm looking for some speakers myself. I got the Herpreneur Boot Camp. It's coming up in January, the end of January every year. It's a virtual tour. So if you are a speaker and you're interested in joining us on this amazing platform, the Herpreneur Network, go ahead and email. I'm going to put my email in here as well. info@the Network. I'm going to put this in here real quick because we're always looking for speakers. And so we'll start our speaker solicitor in September. We're looking for speakers. So if you're ready to speak on our platform, go ahead and say, Dr. Nikki, put me in, coach. I want to be one of your headline speakers, or I want to be a spotlight speaker or a feature speaker. That event is going to be in January, the last of January in 2023. So we're excited about that. And we're doing everything. We're doing business, Barbara. We're doing branding. We're doing sales funneling. With anything dealing with all women, we're talking about self-esteem, we're dealing with sabotaging. So we're always looking for speakers. So if you're ready to speak on that platform, go ahead and back channel me. Say, Dr. Nikki, I need the visibility and I would love to speak. And we're actually buying billboards this year in Atlanta for the boot camp. So we would love to have you guys.
Awesome. That is exciting, Dr. Nikki.
Yes. That's what we do. We do that visibility. So we're excited. Queen Palmer, whenever you do your event, come back on the show. Let's talk about it so we can get you some more people, because we have a lot of people in Maryland area who follow the show. So we're excited about that. And guys, so go ahead, follow her, connect with her, inbox her. Let's build relationships. Let's build relationships, see where it's going to take us from there. So thank you for stopping through.
Thank you so much for having me, Dr. Nikki. I love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And do you have anything else you want to say to anybody that's watching?
Just stay encouraged, my sisters. Stay encouraged. If you need some support, reach out to another sister. Get with some like-minded sisters to encourage you, to help upbuild you, to help strengthen you. Because just like you said, Dr. Nikki, the time is now. It's really time for us to do it now. So that's what I want to say to my sisters. Hook up, link up, and be encouraged.
The time is, listen, that's me right there. The time is so right now. The time is now. God, she said, God bless you all abundantly. I received that in Jesus' name.
Yes, in Jesus' name.
Oh, that's abundance. The time is right now. Don't let nothing stop you from being what God has called you and created you to become. Because you know, Ms. Barbara, we'll ever becoming. No one has a right. We all are teachable in this season.
Yes,
we are all teachable in this season. So we honor you, woman and God. We salute you this today for stopping through the conference with Dr. Nikki ZEIGLER. Guys, don't forget one more plug. The marriage cave is coming up. It's going to be Valentine's weekend. If you are married, we're looking for pastors and their wives, ministers and their wives, and we're going to spend the weekend loving on our spouses, playing games, doing laser tag, paint parties. We got a chef coming in to cook for us and to sow into us. So if you're married, if you're a married couple, you want to come to the marriage cave, it's going to be Valentine's weekend in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, in the mountains. We have rented this big old cabin, and we just want to love on each other. Mama, I'm not gonna call you Mama Barbara. I don't know why they keep calling that. So Mama Barbara, hopefully you and your husband can meet us down there in the cabins and just love on one another. So
that would be awesome. Thank you so much, Dr. Nikki. You know, it's funny. Everybody calls me Mama.
Oh, that's okay. You know what? Listen, God's word does say try the spirit by the spirit. So I guess I was the mama in you were pulling on me. So okay, let me pull it
out. I love it. I love it.
Okay, guys. Y'all be blessed. Keep on believing in who God has created you to come into. Next time, listen, the best is yet to come. You haven't seen nothing yet. Stay on, Ms. Barbara. We'll talk about some other stuff. You guys be blessed.